Hi everyone, and welcome to our webinar on FrontStream. We are very excited to be able to present this to you today. It is a new platform that we are just gearing up and wanting everyone to be a part of. We're going to listen to Stephanie talk about it today, but first let's take care of a little housekeeping. I want to make sure that everyone can hear us. So there is a little hand icon on your screen right now that if you could just click on it, I want to make sure that everyone can hear us. And it looks like we're good. Great. I'm happy to hear that. We are very excited, like I said, to show this presentation to you today. Usually Stephanie is the one that does my moderation for the webinars that I give, but today we're switching roles. She will be giving the presentation today on FrontStream and how to use it to help your program. So let's have Stephanie take it away.
Thank you so much, Katie, and good afternoon, everyone. As Katie said, we're super excited to show you our new fundraising and events management platform through FrontStream Fundraising Pro. Over the past year, we've been working really hard on setting up this platform and learning all about its features and capabilities and how it can best serve our programs here at United Charitable. We researched a bunch of different crowdfunding platforms such as Kickstarter, Indiegogo, you name it, we looked into it, and found that FrontStream Fundraising Pro was the most robust and versatile platform on the market. Not only does it provide fundraising capabilities and event management tools, but their system also works well with our unique organization structure and IRS requirements. During this webinar, you're going to learn why crowdfunding needs to be a part of your fundraising strategy, how an online fundraising campaign can maximize donations and optimize your program's web presence, how to raise more money with these state-of-the-art fundraising tools, and how you can empower your supporters to raise money online for your cause. We'll also review the other features that this system provides. Before we dive into the presentation, I want to show you a quick video that explains what FrontStream Fundraising Pro can do for you.
You do good. You're a charity raising money to fund a project, and you're building a grassroots network online. You work with corporate partners and their employees, or you manage a bike-a-thon to support an important cause. The good you're doing is changing the world. It takes hard work, but it also takes the right tools. FrontStream has those tools. Our online donation platform helps you fundraise for projects, manage events and auctions, and grow your annual giving programs on mobile devices and on social media. FrontStream CRM gives you a powerful donor management system, and our workplace software makes it easy for corporations to run employee giving and volunteering initiatives. Expert account management and support teams help your organization succeed online. We show you how to raise more now and plan for the future. What sets FrontStream apart is our wide range of tools. They work together to help you raise more money with predictive technology to take the guesswork out of how to motivate your donors. Only one platform helps you manage a 10K run, target communications to your supporters, build a Giving Day or Awareness Month campaign, or deploy an emergency donation appeal in minutes. One platform for all your fundraising needs. That's FrontStream.
Okay, great. So the FrontStream Fundraising Pro will help you fundraise for projects, manage events and auctions, and grow your annual giving campaign. You can customize everything from the content of every single page to the images or to the color of the page even. The system will help you reach your supporters whether they're on their laptops or mobile devices. And you can have event management here, and you can create a crowdfunding campaign. Just like the title of this webinar, According to a study done by GoFundMe, sharing a crowdfunding campaign on Facebook increases donations by up to 350%. Doesn't that sound amazing? So I'm going to dive into what exactly crowdfunding is. I'm not sure how many of you have background or knowledge on what crowdfunding is, so I'm going to break it down here for you. So crowdfunding. The official definition is the practice of funding a project by raising many small amounts of money from a large number of people, typically via the internet. So you can see here with this diagram here, it's the crowd plus funding plus equals a bunch of people giving money for free. So we really focused on trying to find the right crowdfunding system to help our programs achieve their charitable missions. Successful campaigns are usually time-based, usually 30 to 60 days, because it creates a sense of urgency to people who want to help support you. And they're usually for a specific project. So, for example, you may want to raise funds to help build an orphanage in Kenya, and you need to do it by the end of the summer. So you would throw up a crowdfunding campaign to get that started. A crowdfunding campaign is a great way to engage your supporters, expand your network, build awareness, and raise more money. Crowdfunding introduces your program to thousands of new people, all who could be future donors or supporters. According to a recent study done by another crowdfunding company called Stay Classy, 72% of all charitable contributions are made by individuals. So what crowdfunding also provides is peer-to-peer fundraising, meaning that any of your supporters can create a fundraising page and raise money on behalf of your program. And we know that people are usually more willing to give when they know a particular individual involved in a cause. So it's best, we also want to teach you that it's better to try to build relationships one-on-one with individual donors, because that's where most of the funds come from, versus applying for a grant, which is usually difficult to win and takes a lot of time and work. This system has built-in social media tools so that you and your fundraisers can easily reach out to your social networks, as well as an integrated login and payment capability right within Facebook. Crowdfunding allows you to empower your supporters. Through crowdfunding, your supporters can create, as I said earlier, a free peer-to-peer fundraising page to help raise donations for your program. Nonprofits have been able to grow their donor base at exponential rates by connecting with new supporters on social media. And I want to share another fascinating statistic with you. According to a recent study done by the Red Cross, 70% of people would take some sort of action after seeing a friend's social media post, whether it be donating to the campaign, sharing the post to friends, family, and other people in their social network, and therefore helping you spread your charitable mission. But crowdfunding is just a piece of the puzzle. It's not a save-all. It's not a magical miracle. It's not something you can just pop up on the internet and expect donations to roll in. It does take a lot of time, planning, and effort to run a successful campaign. A crowdfunding campaign involves constant engagement with your donors and supporters, donor goals, and assembling a team of fundraisers. Without them, it doesn't work. So let's take a look at the keys to a successful crowdfunding campaign. Plan ahead. Our requirement is to submit a site request form at least 2 weeks prior to your launch date, but really you should probably be thinking a month or two ahead, because you want to gather your supporters and people that are going to help you actually fundraise, and you want them to create pages before you launch your campaign. Know your goal. Not just monetary goal, but also know how many fundraisers do you have in mind to help you raise money. What are their goals that you want them to raise? Things like that. Craft your story. A lot of people for crowdfunding campaigns create a 1-minute video and tell their audience what the problem is and what they need to solve the problem and how you can help them. Reach out to supporters, donors, friends, and family, asking them to help you fundraise. And again, you want to do that prior to launching the campaign. Be engaged and provide updates. Usually during a 30 to 60-day campaign, you want to update your supporters probably 3 to 4 times within the campaign, saying where you are with your goals, or provide them with helpful tips on how to continue your crowdfunding campaign. So FrontStream offers 4 different types of pages. The one that we're mostly talking about today is the event campaign page, which is also known as crowdfunding or peer-to-peer fundraising. And so let's look at a program's actual page right now so you guys can get an idea of what it looks like. Okay, here's one of our programs called the Anna Project. They help students get ready for the SATs. And so they have a goal of $5,000, as you can see on the right-hand side with the fundraising thermometer and how much they've raised so far. They've raised 35% of their goal. And then on the left-hand side, it has where the fundraiser or the participant can log in to their page. If someone doesn't want to be a part of the campaign in that way and help you fundraise, they can just directly donate to your program, or they can search for a team or individual's page that's already existing and donate directly to that. And so they created their own video and used some HTML coding to put the video on their website, which I can assist with. But also FrontStream has a lot of helpful tools. They tell you the summary of the campaign, how the contribution will help them reach their goal, and what people can do if they can't donate money. One second here. Okay. So originally this platform was designed, or this particular page, the event campaign page, was specifically designed for marathons or races that included a peer-to-peer fundraising aspect to it. But here we're just using it as just an online fundraising tool. Some of the things that this system includes is a flexible registration process that includes waiving the fee by fundraising a certain amount. They have promo codes available. You can set up different registration types. Perhaps you have a kid registering and an adult registering. You can set that up. They also have available the event waiver on the site and a tool to help you manage your volunteers. Another feature is they have a fundraising thermometer. It's showing where your current fundraising efforts are. Can encourage people to donate. A fundraising thermometer and a specific date to end the campaign can create a sense of urgency. So again, on the page, you probably want to put it up in big font that when your campaign is supposed to end, and then people can see how far along you are with your goal, with reaching your goal. Charity messages. This system provides a way that you can create charity messages, up to 3 of them, to motivate your fundraisers and keep them in the loop about the campaign. Maybe you want to provide them with a custom message that they can use in their emails, asking their friends or family to donate, or maybe you want them to know that you're halfway to your goal. Whatever it is, communication is key, and this system provides that easily and effortlessly. To further motivate your fundraisers, this system has automatic and customizable coaching tips that can be directly sent to their inbox. You can set up automatic email notifications to your fundraisers to keep the campaign flowing. So we can look at some of their default content that they have. The first one there is has not sent any solicitation emails from system in X amount of days. So this system has an internal email tool for the peer-to-peer fundraising pages. As a program manager, you won't have that access, but the fundraisers do. And you can set up how many days. So for example, if they haven't sent out a solicitation email in 10 days, you can put that, you can set that up and they will be automatically notified without you having to do anything. So you would just pre-set it up before the campaign launches. It's also reminders for new donors to thank. Maybe they've reached their goal already and you want them to update their goal, or they haven't set their goal yet. So this system has a lot of automated features that are really great. Donor listing. Many donors love to be recognized for their charitable contribution, and this system provides a donor listing that can be shared on your page and make the donor feel good. It also offers the option to remain anonymous. Now let's look at what a peer-to-peer fundraising page looks like. I showed you what the program, the Anna Project, I showed you what their page looked like, but now let's look at one of the peer-to-peer fundraising pages. So I set up a test one, and you can see my name there, Stephanie Lanham, please join me. And then it has the amount raised, and then the button Donate Now, my fundraising thermometer, a custom message that I put up there. So I wrote, I believe that all students should be given a chance to perform to their full potential on the SATs regardless of financial background. And then they have a spot where my supporters can communicate with me as well. A peer-to-peer fundraising page is a great way, like I said, to empower your supporters. Instead of them just donating directly to your program, supporters can feel more empowered by creating their own fundraising page and sharing their personal connection to your cause to help raise more money for your program. It makes them feel like they are part of something great, and they certainly are. Now let's look at the back end of the peer-to-peer fundraising page. In the system, it's called the Fundraising Hub. From the Fundraising Hub, your fundraisers can easily send emails to friends, family, and their social network, whether it's asking them for a donation or to thank them. Fundraisers can share videos and pictures that you upload. So if you put a video about your campaign, the fundraiser can share that as well. Many people, like I said earlier, record a 1-minute video about their crowdfunding campaign and how their help can make a difference. The fundraiser can also create a custom message that to let everyone know why the campaign means so much to them. Perhaps someone in their family had cancer, so they want to help find a way to cure cancer and collect donations. So many donors support a cause because of a personal connection. And this is what the email system looks like from the back end. And as a program manager, you can set up this text to say something different. Perhaps you want to talk a little bit more in depth about your project and what your project does, maybe the history of your project and where it's going. This is where you can do that. And time again, research proves that people are more likely to donate to a cause after being asked by someone they know. I mean, just think about how many times you supported a campaign because your friend, niece, or someone else, asked you. Fundraisers can keep track of their personal fundraising progress through the dashboard. And a really great thing about this system is that it's compatible with your mobile cell phone. Fundraisers can even sign up through their mobile phone. So now that you know a little bit of background of the crowdfunding campaign pages, let's look at a donation page. So a prerequisite to start a crowdfunding campaign is to actually set up a donation page first. You already have a donation page with us here at United Charitable, but FrontStream provides a more robust donation page. You can customize it to match your program's branding and colors. So let's look at a current programs page. And this is an example of Great Explorations, one of our programs here at United Charitable. They gave me their logo, and I made a banner at the top of the page for them. And then they added some text about their project here. You can see I chose the color to match their logo, the light blue within their logo there. If you scroll down, pretty simple. And it has the features of sharing this directly on social media, which our current donation page does not have. A neat feature about this system is that you can create suggested donation amounts, and by doing so, it can greatly increase your donations. Donors are more likely to support a cause if they know exactly where their money is being used for. It removes the guesswork for the donor. So you can use this feature to let your donors know how they're making a difference. The example that we have on the screen here is $20 provides one math book to 10 students, $40 provides one math book to 20 students, $75 provides 2 meals a day, and you get the rest. So having that visual there, or having that information there, allows the donor to kind of connect and want to give more. Predictive technology. One really awesome feature is that the system provides dynamic donations amount. So if you enable this feature, it analyzes the page's past donation data to help determine what to suggest to future donors. Usually it tries to go for a higher than average amount, but that's really cool. So you wouldn't have to set up your suggested donation amount. Instead, you could just enable the dynamic donation amount and let the system take care of the rest. This system allows the donor to cover the processing fee, which is 4.25%. It is 1.25% higher than the current donation page that we have, but again, this has more bells and whistles and it's customizable. So it offers that to the donor while they're checking out, and it even has how much exactly the 4.25% is. It breaks it down so that more funds can go to your project. On the checkout form, it asks, did you know that by covering the processing fee, more of your donation goes towards a good cause? Matching gifts. Another feature provided during checkout is a new feature actually that FrontStream recently implemented, which is another reason why that we really like them. They're always looking to upgrade their system and look for new features according to what donors want. The matching gifts database allows the donor to find out if their company participates in a matching gifts program. If the company does participate, then this feature gives the donor instructions on how to request a matching gift from their company. It's something that many people don't even think about, but a lot of times a lot of companies do participate in it. So that's another way to raise more funds. This system is set up with automatic tax receipting, meaning that their tax receipt will be sent directly to their inbox within minutes. Our current process involves us physically mailing out donor receipts quarterly to those who donate $250 or more as required by the IRS. But with this system, everyone receives a tax receipt instantly, no matter how big or small their donation is. This system allows you to fully customize the automatic emails that are sent straight to your donors or registrants. So let's take a look at some of the automated emails that this system provides. It actually provides over 60 automatic emails, depending on what page you're using. So you may be using the crowdfunding page or the donation page or the purchase page. And they all kind of have different, but overall there's 60 emails that you can customize. You can see that if you look towards the bottom of this email chain, or email list, excuse me, there's a thank you for solicited donations. You can customize that, or thank you for unsolicited donation. You can thank a corporate team for donating to your program, and then it has the tax receipts as well that you can customize a little bit. Not the actual receipt, but the text that goes with the receipt. Donor relations. FrontStream stores donor information so that profiles are easily accessible. So this is the back end of the system. You go to the relationships tab and you can search for a particular fundraiser, registrant, donor, or purchaser. Perhaps you want to send them an individual email directly from your personal email address, and you want to look up their information, and you can do so through the system's back end. This system also provides 20 different types of reports available. So perhaps you're having an event and you want to pull a report for everyone that registered for your event. You can pull an Excel spreadsheet, or perhaps you want to see the monthly donors that you have for your program, or people that recently made donations. It has every type of report here available to you. What we really liked about FrontStream were that they were able to create a custom report for our accounting department, and it's very, very important, especially because we're an organization that has over 300 charitable projects under our tax umbrella. It's very important for us to track what is a donation and what is not a donation. So this custom report, this is a section that our accounting team really, really loved. It breaks it down, telling us if it's a new transaction, what template was used, transaction type, donation amount, purchase amount, how much the processing fee was if someone decided to pay that, the tax receivable amount, non-tax receivable amount. It breaks everything down, which is great and very important for our 990 when we file it at the end of the year. Purchase page. So you can use this system if you have an event and it requires registrations and there's a fee. So let me show you a programs page. Here's a purchase page of one of our programs called YACHTAID Global. Again, I took their logo and I customized the site to look more like their logo and kind of blend in well. On the left-hand side, you can see event information, the date, location, who to contact if they have questions when trying to register. This was a Goodwill Gala, and it talks about the event here, talks about individual ticket sales, sponsorship opportunities. The system can also do that as well. So perhaps you want someone to sponsor your event. And they also put in a picture of their program there. You can see on the right-hand side a button to purchase ticket or sponsor the event or donate now. So let's take a look at what the purchase and sponsor page looks like. So they have various levels of tickets here, the VIP champagne ticket, the dinner, or the after party. And then they also have the different sponsorship levels and what it includes. This system provides a customizable e-ticket that you can send to all your registrants. You can customize it again with your program's logo and put information about your event on the ticket, sent directly to their inbox. User-defined fields, that's to add additional questions to the checkout form. So perhaps you're having a dinner and you want to ask them what they would like to have for dinner, and you have options available. Maybe they want a burger or maybe they want a salad. It allows them to answer, and you have all the information prior to the event. You could also ask, where did you hear about our event? What initiative do you care about most? Or you can even ask, would you like to receive email updates about our organization? Then the last and fourth type of page that this system offers is a tribute page. I haven't made one yet for any programs, but let's look at a example that I threw together. So you can either set it up to make a general donation, and you can give in honor of an individual or give in memory of an individual. This is really good, particularly for our donor advised funds. A lot of times it's in memory of somebody who passed away, so you would want to use this page for that type of campaign. And I know this is a lot of information, but this system is really great on educating their users. They have monthly webinars, live webinars available. They also offer a system called the Knowledge Base, and that will be located on the right-hand top side of your screen once you're logged in to your page. You can pretty much search anything here, how to embed an image, a donation thank you page keywords. You can enable an e-card, and then there's a course of emails, like how does it all work. So it's all right there, great and handy tools. And the goal of all this is to bring more money online for your program. What is your next step? Your next step is to submit a request form for a more robust donation page. So you want to, the form is actually available on our website. If you go to the fiscal sponsorship section and look under resources, then forms and policies, you will see the site request form listed under the events section. And so there's, if you look at the form, it says the microsite will be used for crowdfunding campaign, ticketing and purchasing, a donation page, or tribute. Please check a donation page. We want you to become familiar with the system before you become a little overwhelmed by going into the crowdfunding campaign, because it's a little more involved and has a lot more features available. So we want our programs to kind of get used to this entire system by starting out with a donation page. Again, I want to review some key points about a crowdfunding page. The prerequisite is to be familiar with the platform via the robust donation page. Be sure to plan ahead. Submit the form to me at least 2 weeks before your launch date, but really you should probably be planning a month or two ahead, so you make sure you have those fundraisers and those supporters there to help you fundraise. Be ready to be constantly engaged with your donors, supporters, and fundraisers. Again, like I said earlier, 3 to 4 messages throughout the campaign is ideal, and 30 or 60-day campaigns work best because it promotes urgency and allows people to, and it kind of pushes people to give. A couple more things about the purchase page. Before you submit a FrontStream request form for your event, please make sure that you submit an event approval form to United Charitable at least 30 days before the scheduled date. The sooner you can send it in to us, the more time we'll be able to help you and assist you with making your event as successful as we can. And then after that has been approved, then you can submit the site request form to me, and remember that's at least 2 weeks prior to the launch date. The way I set up the fundraising pages is a first come, first served basis. It usually takes me a few days, so we require at least a couple weeks notice so I can put it in my queue and make sure that I have it available and ready for you. In a purchase page, you want to include the item names or the ticket names and how much quantity is available, and if there's a tax deductible portion. So for example, in sponsorships, this is actually on the event format as well. If you have sponsorships, you want to list out all the items that the person receives for each level, and then if there's a fair market value with that. If there isn't, just write none, but it helps us determine, and we can set that up on the back end of how much is tax deductible. Thank you very much, everyone. And does anyone have any questions, Katie?
Thank you for that great presentation, Stephanie. We do have a few questions. Everyone seems to be very excited about this and wants to know. I know you've mentioned it a couple of times, but can you give us a little bit more information about how long it will take to get this set up?
Like I said, we require 2 weeks prior to your launch date, but it's at least 2 weeks, so sometimes it can take a little longer, especially because we're just launching out this platform right now. We have a very small office, and I'm the only one setting up the pages, so I just take them as a first come, first served basis. A donation page, which is more simple, is a simple page, that's quicker to set up than, say, a crowdfunding page, which involves a lot more work on the back end. So it really depends.
Great, thank you. And then we have a question about PayPal. Can donors use PayPal on this site?
Okay, so they can use PayPal on the site, but if you're one of our programs, you cannot use PayPal. Since we're the organization that holds the tax ID with the IRS, all the funds have to come directly to us. They can't go through PayPal or any other kind of payment processor. And actually, we're going to implement this system as being the only required system for your events and online fundraisers for you to use because of that. So that's kind of why we invested our time and energy into this, because we were trying to create a system that was very versatile and can work for all sorts of events that our programs hold.
Okay, and it looks like one of the last questions is, how does the dashboard work? When you log in, do you see who's donating? What kind of information is present there?
Great question. So when you log in, there's several tabs available. One of them is the event tab, and that's where you'll see your pages listed. Then there's a relationships tab, and then I believe there is a dashboard where you can see where you are in your fundraising. You don't see exactly who donated when you log in and look at the dashboard, but you can set it up so you can get notified by email every time someone donates or makes a purchase.
Great, and that is all the questions that I have from the attendees, but I can give everyone a couple more minutes. If you have a question, please type it in right now. Does anyone have any other questions for Stephanie or I? No, it looks like that was it. Stephanie, thank you again for your presentation today. I am very excited about this new tool for all of our programs to use. I know that you want to tell everyone how to access this as well after its recording. Do you have some information on that?
Yes, so the video will be uploaded to our website. It should be up by next week, the end of next week. I'll give it a few days there. And you can find that under our resources section.
Well, great. And that's all we have for everyone today. Thank you so much for joining us. We really appreciate everyone's time and effort in learning how to use this new tool. I hope you're as excited as we are about it.
Thank you again, everyone. Everyone have a good afternoon.
Bye.
Bye.